Hi students, a very good morning to all of you. This is Arvind, Assistant Professor, DVSIT, Kavali, Department of EEE. So in the previous section, I discussed about some functions, that is, in that function I am using that basic 2-axis and 3-axis robot by using PLC sequential control. So this topic I covered in the previous session, and now I am going to discuss one topic, that is the last topic in the unit 4 in the PLC, that is PLC matrix function. PLC matrix function. So actually the word matrix, so this is the word matrix can bring to the mind, that is, it has some complicated and some tedious mathematical procedure. So the word matrix can bring to mind, that is, the complicated tedious mathematical procedures involving, those are determinants, comparisons and cross multiplication and other time consuming operations. So by using this PLC matrix function, so it is used to eliminate these complications by enabling the user to do large number of comparisons and large number of logical operations in a orderly manner. So that's why we are using PLC matrix function. Actually, in the previous programs, we are using some digital values, some decimal values to the matrix algebra, conventional matrix algebra, that is, the numbers are 38, 25, 45.82 and minus 1367.47. Like these decimal values we are using in the normal matrix algebra functions. But in the PLC matrix function, we are using only zeros and ones. That is, only binary data we are using to insert the values into the matrix functions. So actually, this matrix function does not involve cross multiplication. So that's why this PLC matrix function is used to operate some bulk data manipulations. So this is the special function used to operate some bulk data manipulations. So for that one we are using PLC matrix function. So actually, in the conventional PLC functions, so if you have some 207 lines of program, so that means if you want to control 207 or any number, 207, if you have some pilot lights, that is 207 pilot lights you have. So if you want to control these 207 pilot lights, you have to use two contacts and coils to control this 207 pilot lights in the conventional PLC relay system. But by using this PLC matrix function, we have to use only one matrix function is enough to control these 207 pilot lights. So by using matrix function, PLC matrix function, we have to reduce the program length of the PLC system for the given program. So for that one, I am taking one example to explain that one. So here I am taking 207 lines of program. That is the conventional PLC relay system. So it consists of two contacts and one output. So here I am taking 207 lines of program for the conventional AND function. So here I am taking IN0010, IN0011, IN0012, IN0023 and IN00. And these are CR017, CR018, CR019, CR020, and up to we have to use 207 lines. So I already start this one is IN0010, and now I am taking So we have to program we have to write the program for 207 lines. So here I am taking 207 lines. That means we have to write these same functions as a 200 lines. So similar 200 lines we are using. So that means I am started at IN0010 and up to 207 lines. That means here I am using IN00205, IN00206, IN00207. So like this manner we have to write the 207 line program in the conventional PLC relay system by using AND gate. But in the matrix function, by using this PLC matrix function, we have to use only one matrix function. So that is enough to control this 207 lines of this any program. So here I am using AND function to reduce the program length to one single matrix function. So here I am taking basic diagram of the AND function. That is, here I am taking enabling input. So here I am using one functional block to the matrix. So actually we are using matrix size first, that is 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. I forgot for matrix. We have to mention the matrix size. After that we have to mention matrix start end and matrix end position and destination matrix. So here we have to use two matrices for the input and one matrix for the resulting output. So for that suppose we have to use matrix A and B as the input matrices and C as the resultant matrix. So by using this we have to operate this one. So whenever the enabling input is on means this function block is under operation, and after the completion of this output function is on. Okay, in this manner we have to take, but I am taking one example to explain this one. So actually I am taking 4 16-bit registers, so that contains totally 68 bits. Okay, so for that one I am applying PLC matrix function to the AND operator. So that's why I am using two matrices. So two matrices contains totally 64 bits. Okay, but in this case I have to use only 53 outputs. So that means we have to write totally 4 16-bit registers. So totally it contains 64 bits size. So totally 4 16-bit size we have to use two matrices. So one is matrix A and one is matrix B. So after taking those two matrices we have to take the output matrix, that is the matrix C. So for that one, for every matrix I have to take 4 registers. So totally 4 registers means 4 into 16 bits. One register is containing 16-bit register. So that means we have to take 64 bits. So I am taking two matrices, that is matrix A and matrix B. In those matrices I am taking 4 registers. I am naming HR0207, HR0208, HR0209, HR0210. So these are the 4 registers I am taking for the matrix A. So in those 4 registers I have to insert the bit values in the manner of only binary values, that is 1s and 0s only I have to insert into the registers. So here I am taking So here I am taking 16 bits. So we have to fill these 16 bits data. So this is the register, HR0207 register. I am taking 16 bits. So I have to insert the values into this register by using only binary data, that is 1s and 0s. So I have to insert the values into this one. I am taking this, and I am taking one more 16-bit register, that is HR0208. So here in this one also I am taking 16 bits. So here I am also inserting values. So these are the bit positions. And again I am taking one more register. So here I am taking 4 registers. That means we have to control 53 outputs by using these. So for that we have to control 53 outputs. We have to take 4 registers. So it contains total 68 bits, 64 bits, and this treat this as a matrix A. Treat this as a matrix A, and again take matrix B by using 4 registers. So here also we are taking register numbers, that is HR0211, HR0212, HR0213 and HR0214. HR0214. So it contains one matrix B. So it means also I am taking matrix B portion. So I have to fill like this. I have to fill the numbers into this one. That is, I am taking So here I am taking matrix A and matrix B. So actually if you want to solve these matrices by using AND function, we have to know the truth table of the AND gate. So we already know that AND table is, I am taking truth table of AND gate. So here I am taking 2 inputs 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So these are the 2 inputs I am taking. So the truth table of AND gate is, so here we have to multiply these two, that is 0 into 0 0, 0 into 1 0, 1 into 0 0, 1 into 1 is 1. So like this manner I have to take this truth table, and after that we have come to this one, matrix A, matrix B. So by using these matrices we have to produce the resultant matrices by using the truth table. So here how to calculate the matrix C means I am taking this one and coming to this one. So here the value is 1, here the value is 0. So the truth table gives 0 value, and here I am taking 1 value, and here it contains 0. So the value is 0. And after that I am taking 1 value. Here we are taking 0, so that it will give 0, and here I am taking 1. So here the bit value is 0 in the matrix B. So that is the value is come to 0, and similarly 1, here 0, it will give 0, and here is 1, and here is 0, that will give 0. Like this manner we have to calculate the matrix C, resultant matrix C. So here the value is 1, here the value is 0, that is 0, and 0, 0, here it will give 0 value, and here we have 0, and we have 1 value, that is it will give again 0. So like this manner we have to calculate, by using this truth table we have to calculate the resultant matrix C. Okay, so this is the PLC matrix function we are using in the PLC operation by using the matrix. So like this manner similarly we are using for the AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate. For those functions we have to use these matrices only. So similarly we are using these logic gates to the matrix function, PLC matrix function. So this is the last concept in the 4th chapter. Okay, thank you. If you want to see this video, please subscribe to DBS Talks. You first will close your hands.